Washington, D.C. reporter Samantha-Jo with specifics now about what lawmakers accomplished.
It's an absolute ghost town here on Capitol Hill after a mass exodus for the holidays, and that is a sure sign of a government shutdown averted, at least for now. The lights here on Capitol Hill will stay on at least for another month. Lawmakers kicked a full lineup of leftover work into the new year. There were some key sticking points up to the final hours before votes on Thursday. The reauthorization of FISA, a surveillance program that allows the collection of intelligence on non-U.S. citizens. Funding for CHIP, the child health insurance program that ran out of federal money on September 30th. Whether to include disaster relief funding, how much money to allocate to defense, and whether to add an extension to the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA program. The House also approved a disaster relief spending bill that would give additional money for hurricane recovery in Texas, Florida, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. Money from that bill will also go to California, that has also been devastated by wildfires in 2017. Now, between assurances from House Speaker Paul Ryan, pressure from President Trump to avoid a shutdown, and the impending holidays, most GOP lawmakers agreed to set aside their misgivings. What lawmakers haven't handled is almost more significant. Left unfinished are bipartisan efforts to smash budget limits that are imposing a freeze on the Pentagon and domestic agencies, a long-term extension of the child health insurance program for 9 million low-income kids, Senate legislation aimed at stabilizing health insurance markets, and immigration, which will be among the greatest challenges confronting lawmakers in January. Now, I spoke with Senator Tom Tillis, and he says he thinks they'll get that accomplished.
You know, I'm optimistic that if we get past the spending bill, we can focus on actually shoring up the provisions on border security, some of the remaining questions that are open about the DACA population, how big it is, and the process for going through. I'm confident we can get it done in January.
So a lot to do for lawmakers here, and once again, so little time. They'll have to come together in a bipartisan way after the holidays. That's the latest.